Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over the possibility of a shiny Alakazam raid day, but first let's go ahead and take a look at this mock solo here featuring Elegantly. So this video footage that you're seeing is actually straight from her phone. She sent it over to me and we're going to take a look at it together here. I'm going to have all of her Mamoswine on the side so you can see exactly what she was using. So if you're not too familiar with a mock solo, that is where somebody is going to actually be sitting in the lobby. So when they do have to revive their Pokemon, the health on the raid boss is not going to regenerate. She's also going to be getting the best friend bonus as well as the snowy weather bonus for the ice moves. And unfortunately, I did not record this battle on my end, so I can't have two videos up here showing you what it looks like on my side. But towards the end, you're going to see that she was the only one who did do damage when it does show that window once she does beat it. So this was quite amazing. We both were pretty happy when she was able to do this. It was a new experience driving somebody else around to try to find this raid for them to attempt instead of me, the other way around, somebody trying to find a raid for me. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was really nice to see somebody else succeed and do this amazing challenge themselves and not me chasing something around in specific. And the moveset on this one is going to be Dragon Tail and Aerial Ace. That Aerial Ace was so spammy at times. This was going to be, I say, her 5th attempt here. And I just told her, you know, keep going, keep trying. And, you know, it really paid off. And I'm glad because she did power all these up in specific to do this when we did receive this snowy weather. Alright, so she is doing the revive. What a clean relobby there and back in. So I was just sitting there with Metagross, Blissey's, and I think a Rhyperior towards the end there, just so I can tank most of the hits and not have to relobby or touch the screen whatsoever. And continuing on here, that Aerial Ace does a pretty good amount of damage, as well as Dragon Tail too. But those Mamoswines, guys, are just monsters, and she invested so much in these in hopes of finally trying to do this, and her chance came. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we're definitely going to get this on the channel. So for this one in specific, when I saw it hit the yellow at 160, I had a feeling it was going to happen. And she asked me a few times as she was tapping away like crazy, do you think I should keep going? And I was like, yeah, just keep moving. It looks like it's going to happen. It wasn't being as spammy with the Aerial Ace, which was going to enable her to last a little bit longer without those Mamoswine fainting her out yet again. And here we go. Check it out. Let's see what we have here. 17 seconds left. Keep going. You can do this. Just get off another one of those avalanches and you got this. And what do we have? Right at the last second, finished it. So congratulations to you, Ellie. That is a big accomplishment. And let's go ahead and take a look at that damage here so you can have a clear understanding. And as you can see, all damage goes to her. The only thing I was doing by sitting in there was so that the boss will not regain health when she did have to relobby, as well as getting the best friend bonus. So that was quite amazing, and yet again, congratulations, that is a big accomplishment as well as a lot of Stardust investment. Alright, so on to the possible Alakazam raid day leak with a shiny variant. So the shiny Alakazam looks really neat. It's pink. I will have an image up here so you can see it because I'm quite excited. I like Alakazam, and to have these raid days in general, I'm always excited for, because it's an opportunity for me to use raid passes, get a lot of rare candy, as well as also charge TMs. And it's just fun hanging out with my friends and just doing as many of these as possible. So if we go down here, he goes on to tell you what you're going to get: 5 free raid passes, 3 hours, shiny, yes. So, I mean, it's a very good possibility of this happening. And if you're scratching your head as to, well, why Alakazam? What's the point here? Well, they did do Gengar, so that was pretty random as well. Gengar, then Alakazam. Sounds about right. Those two are, you know, pretty much rivals in the game. They do fight each other quite often. For them to release this as a shiny variant as well as a 3-hour period. And what was the last one? Gengar? Makes pretty good sense. So fingers crossed. Now I'm just wondering this. Gengar did receive 2 new moves when it did come out, as well as a shiny variant. For the quick move, it was going to be an exclusive move, Lick, and then for the charge, exclusive move, Psychic. So before we go over to Bulbapedia, let's actually check out what moves it has here on GoHub. This is going to be Alakazam, the amazing psychic Pokemon who's always ready to have a bowl of cereal. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the moves here. It already has a fantastic move pool, and it also just received a new charge move that's going to be Fire Punch. Very odd, right? I haven't quite used it yet. So for the quick moves, we do have Psycho Cut and Confusion. Confusion's just amazing. Psycho Cut's also amazing for high energy gain. Now for the charge moves, we do have Future Sight, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Fire Punch. Those are the current moves that you can get in its move pool. And then for Legacy, we have Psychic and Dazzling Gleam. I personally have a Dazzling Gleam. Psychic is something you don't really need because you can just go for Future Sight, which is going to be a single charge bar as well, but doing a lot more damage. Fire Punch is one of those things that can find great usability in certain situations, especially in PvP with a very low energy. And then you have Shadow Ball for some coverage, and then Focus Blast as well as coverage. But the thing about Focus Blast is, yes, it's going to be super effective to dark types, but it's a single charge and it takes quite some time to finally get it off. Although if you're using Psycho Cut, you should be able to, but Alakazam is fairly frail, so it's going to be difficult for it to survive, and as well as getting off that Focus Blast. Anyways, I just wanted to take a look at its moves here so you guys can see, and then we're going to go over to Bulbapedia now for sure and determine which move it possibly may get if it was to receive this 3-hour period raid day. So after reviewing all of the options, it doesn't look like there's too many moves that it can possibly learn that will be benefiting and something exciting. So right here on the level up moves, we do have Psybeam, which is a possibility, but you're going to see a better option here in just a moment. We also have Psychic, but it already knows that move. All right, so if we move down here, you do have moves like Headbutt and Dig and Seismic Toss, but I don't think it's going to learn things like that. So we're just going to kind of skip over these. Dazzling Gleam, it already has that. Tri-Attack is not in the game, and I personally think they're waiting for Porygon Z, some sort of community day, kind of like Mamoswine, because we have seen that in the past, where you're going to have to use a Sinnoh Stone to actually receive that exclusive move for that community day. So I think Tri-Attack is going to be coming in with Porygon Z. And then we see Ice Punch. It did learn Fire Punch, but for it to get that, I think people would be like, okay, I guess so. You do have Dream Eater, which is a possibility as well. That's going to be a Psychic type move. So there is that option. But what I really think it's going to be, if we continue on here, let's go for Psyshock. That is going to be something that will definitely benefit it. It's going to be a 3-charge move, and it's going to do a pretty good amount of damage as well as getting stabbed. So there is pick number 1 for sure, as well as Dream Eater. All right, so if we keep moving down here, you can see there's plenty of good options, but for the most part, a lot of these amazing moves it already has, like Shadow Ball or Psychic or Future Sight, right? Grass Knot, it can learn that, but I don't think they're going to be giving that, right? Giga Impact, not too much. Charge Beam, it's going to be a quick move. I don't think it's going to learn that. I do have my opinion as to which charge move it possibly could be if it did learn 2 new moves for this raid day, which we're going to go over here in just a moment, because that is going to be down here. So if we go to the move tutor moves, this is where we're going to see it. And if we go all the way to the bottom, Zen Headbutt is what I think it will learn for a quick move, okay? Another charge move that it can possibly learn, which would benefit it to a pretty good degree, because Focus Blast is going to be super effective to what it's weak against, right? That's going to be Dark. But Focus Blast takes forever to finally get off. What else is going to be strong against Dark? That's going to be Bug type. So if we look, we see Signal Beam here, and that is going to be a double charge move. If Alakazam was to learn that, that's going to be amazing coverage and also a great addition to its move pool. So there are my predictions there. Dream Eater, Psyshock, Signal Beam for the charge moves, and for the quick move, Zen Headbutt. If I miss something, let me know, but those are just what I think it might get, because everything else doesn't seem too exciting or fitting for this situation. So there you have Alakazam possibly learning new moves coming in for this community raid day. Righty trainers, and before I let you go, I just have a few more things I want to let you know. Please take this with a grain of salt. This has not been confirmed by Niantic, Pokemon Go whatsoever. This has just been a leak from somebody. But the thing is, this guy has leaked things before, and he's been pretty correct. Wrong about a few minor details, but for the most part, the events do happen. Rayquaza did come back, and other events that he specifically said have taken place. So with that said, also take note that you're not going to be able to go around and just solo as many Alakazams by yourself as possible, because what they did with the Gengar, if you do remember, is they bumped it up to a tier 4, and it had to be done with at least 2 strong trainers, okay? So if you've never done one of these before, what's going to happen is every single raid that you can see will become an Alakazam for 3 hours. And in that period, you just do as many as you can with a group of people, and you do have the possibility of getting a shiny. The possibility of the new move will always be there, shiny or not. It's not like a percentage of you getting the new move. You will have it no matter what, whatever they assign to it, okay? It's just the shiny variants that's going to be rare to possibly get. I did find, I believe, 8 shiny Gengars last time. You know what I did with a lot of them? Transfer them right into Pokemon Let's Go, and I highly regret that. Man, that was a big mistake, as well as transferring 100s into Pokemon Let's Go. So anyways, back onto this event here. Yes, I do believe that this will be happening. They do say it's going to be taking place April 7th, so keep your eyes peeled for any sort of announcement to see if he was correct. And if he is, well, the credibility is going to continue on. Anyways, thank you for watching, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And yeah, wasn't that Rayquaza mock solo pretty amazing? It was pretty cool to see somebody else achieve such an amazing goal without me being the one who's continuously trying to chase something down. You know, one more time, just let me try just a few more times. It was nice to see somebody else do it, and I just was kind of relaxing and, you know, just coaching as we went on. Anyways, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.